Finding that equal inhalation, exhalation. In and out through the nose. Your mind wanders. Remembering we always practice ahimsa. And then gather your hands together in front of your heart and bow your chin in. Maybe adding an intention or a dedication to your practice. And then interlace your fingers and stretch it away. And then reach up high, relax your shoulders down. And just find a little bit of space between the ribs, just gently moving side to side. And then reach up through center and take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers, stretch the hands away, stay here or lift the arms up and away. Remember, you're not dropping the spine. And then put your hands back down and reach them high. And then exhale, take the right hand to the left knee, twist back, look over the left shoulder. And then inhale, reach up. And exhale, twist to the other side. And then inhale, reach high. And exhale, hands down, make your way to hands and knees. Finding your tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. On an inhale, drop your belly, lift your head, hold here. Wait for an exhale, arch your back high, push the floor away, hold here. And then just flowing with your breath, inhaling, sway back, and exhaling, cats. Keep cycling through. And then wait for your next exhalation and return to flat. And then look over the right shoulder to the right hip. And look around to the left. Come back to center and press it into child's pose. So remembering you can come here at any point. Walk both hands to the right side of your mat. Walk a little further to the left. Maybe the left hand stacks on top of the right. And then walk it across to the other side. And then come back to center, come up, hands and knees. Get the knees back under the hips and send the left leg back. Toes on the mat, press through the heel. Find that stretch in your calf. Any way you like to move around, move it around. You can stay here if you want to start to engage the core, tuck the tailbone, push the floor and lift the right knee a few inches. And put the knee down and the left leg and circle the ankle. And reverse. Press the heel, stay there, or right arm forward, reach and pull, both directions. Stay here or exhale, squeeze under the body. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach. Keep going. Use your breath. We'll do 2 more. Reach out. Put your hand down. Let the foot cross over the right. Look over the right shoulder. Now swing it to the left side. Left arm high. Circle the wrists. Reverse. Keep it straight or start to let it go back behind you. Find that twist in your low back. If you prefer the bind, flip the thumb and grab that bottom inner thigh. And then bring your hand down and push your hips to the back of the mat. And then shifting forward, bring the knee in and send the right leg back. Toes on the mat, press through the heel, find that stretch any way you like it. Stay where you are or push the floor, tuck the tailbone, lift the left knee a few inches. And then put the knee down and lift the right leg and circle the ankle. And reverse. Press through the heel, stay there, or left arm forward, reach and pull both directions. Stay here or exhale, squeeze, inhale, reach. Use your breath. Inhale, reach, keep going. 2 more. Reach it out. Put your hand down, let the foot cross over the left, look over the left shoulder towards your toes. Now swing it to the right side. Right arm high, circle the wrists. Reverse. Keep it straight or start to let it go back. Maybe prefer that bind. And then bring your hand down and push your hips to the back of the mat. And then shifting forward, bring the knee in, tuck your toes and push your hips back and take a moment, focus on your feet and your toes. And then when you're ready, press it up and find your first downward facing dog. Pull it out, walk it out, move it around. And then come to stillness, hold your down dog. And on an inhale, shift forward, either hands and knees or plank and hold. And then we're all gonna lower all the way onto our bellies. So let your forehead come to the mat and take your hands off the mat, tense your fingers, elbows to the sky. On an inhale, you're gonna roll up like a wave. Just look forward only as far as feels good, and exhale, roll back down. And inhale, roll up, and exhale, roll down. Keep moving with your own breath. We'll do 2 more. And then lower down. Just put your left cheek on that, wiggle your hips. And then forehead to center, bring your fingertips in line with the tops of your shoulders, setting up for cobra. On an inhale, roll up just your head, neck, and chest. Pull the elbows back. If it feels good, you can put a little bit of weight in the hands here. We usually don't do this in cobra, but the pelvis stays on the floor. Feels like too much, bring it back down. And then lower. And you can do that again or slide your hands back an inch, setting up for up dog, roll up, stay low or extend the arms, push the floor, maybe the knees lift. Maybe you want to look back over your shoulders. And then we're all going to go hands and knees, tuck your toes. Either stay at hands and knees or find down dog. And then walk your way to ragdoll. Any movement that feels good. And then bend your knees, squeeze your belly, stack your vertebrae. And once you're at the top, reach the arms. And let's interlace all but the index fingers. Relax your shoulders. Toes can be anywhere from touching to hips width apart. Drop your tailbone, scoop the belly in. We're lifting up, and then we're going to the left side. Now squeeze to come up, lift up, and go over to the other side. And then squeeze to come up, stretch it up again, drop your tailbone only if it feels good, add a little back bend. Now squeeze to come up tall, and then bend your knees. See if you can keep the arms alongside your ears, ribs towards the thighs. Maybe the thighs get parallel, maybe they don't. And then exhale, fold forward. Then put some space between the feet. And walk both hands to the right side of the right foot. Let the left hand grab the calf or ankle. Put a bend in the left knee. Keep the right hand down or reach it up. And stay straight up or knuckles to the sacrum or grab that left inner thigh. And then go ahead, switch sides. Right arm across, bend the right knee, left arm up or not. Straight or wrap it around. And then go ahead, drop it back to center, grab opposite elbows, and just sway a little side to side. And then drop your arms, bend your knees, and squeeze your belly as you stack your vertebrae. Once you're at the top, stretch it out, drop your tailbone. If you like it, take that little back bend again, and then come up straight before your hands come down. Nice. Drop your arms, shake out any tension, and find your mountain at the top of your mat. Surya Namaskaram, shoulders back and down, belly up, tailbone drops. Feel as if you're lifting through the crown of the head. On an inhale, reach high. On an exhale, folding forward. On an inhale, push your shins away, find Ardha Uttanasana. On an exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, left foot back. Drop the knee and sink into the left hip flexor. Shine your heart open. You have a variation you like. Hands can come to the thigh if the floor is too far away. You can tuck your nose to your knee if you need a bigger stretch. And then wait for an exhale, hips back, toes lift, hands walk with you if the hamstring is tight. Fold it forward if you need a stretch. And then go ahead, shift the weight back into the front foot. Bring both hands to your thigh. We're going to take our left hand to the side of the waist and push that side of the waist forward. You can stay here or take the right arm up. Stay there or take a little back bend looking up the wall. Now come back up tall, put your right hand on your thigh and take your left arm up. And then we're stretching over to the right side. Stay there or reach the right hand for the floor and breathe into that left side stretch. And then put both hands down, take it back to hands and knees or down dog. You can cat cow or add a vinyasa. And then either from hands and knees or down dog, let the left leg lift. You can let it go as high as it wants to go. Only if it feels good do you bend the knee. And then step the left foot to the top. Drop the right knee, sink into the right hip flexor, shine your heart open. And then wait for an exhale, hips back, toes lift, hands walk with you for space. And then shift the weight forward, both hands to your thigh. You can stay here or you're taking the right hand to the waist, push it forward, stay there or left arm up and start to take that little back bend. And squeeze your belly, come back up tall, put your left hand on your thigh, reach your right arm up and then tip it to the left. Keep the left hand where it is. If you can touch block or floor, reach down. If you're not touching, keep it on the thigh. And then both hands down. And take it back, hands and knees or down dog, cat cow, or add your flow, whatever that looks like this time. Nice. And then either from hands and knees or down dog, let the right leg lift. Only if it feels good do you bend the knee and open the hip. And then step the foot to the top. Keep your left hand or fist flat on the mat, or you can put a block under there. Put the right hand on the thigh, turn and twist, look to the right. Keep the right hand down or strings. Might want to start to put a little bit of length in the front leg. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Then bring it down, bending the knee, step the back foot up a few inches, come on up, high lunge, Vinyasa. Hold here. Take a moment, settle your breath. If you want to cool it down, you can always make this another low lunge, dropping the knee. And stay here, or we're going to send our arms forward and our back and let our head come forward, find a diagonal. Now inhale, reach back high. And then exhale, shift forward. Inhale, reach high. Nice control movements. One more time. Reach it back high. And then stay right here or left arm forward, right arm back. Some of you might drop the right hand and reach the left arm higher. Nice. Wait for an exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step up with the left foot and back with the right. Set up your twist. So right hand flat, left hand on the thigh, turn and twist. Keep it low or reach it high. Keep the knee bent or add some length. And then if your hand went up, bring it down. Step the back foot up a few inches, come up high lunge. Stay where you are, or inhale, shift forward. Let's reverse that inhale up. So it's exhale, shift forward. Inhale, reach high. One more time, forward. Last time high. Stay here, or right arm forward, left arm back. Maybe the left hand drops to the back thigh. Maybe the right arm goes higher. Wait for an exhale, hands to the mat. You can step to down dog or rag dog. You can rest or flow, cat cow, squat, whatever would feel good to your body. You can do whenever you want. Nice. Beautiful. So wherever you are, we'll meet up at the top of the mat. Find your rag doll. And on an inhale, we'll all push our shins away. Find Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Once you're at the top, stretch it out. Drop the tailbone. If it feels good, add a little back bend. And then come up tall and hands down. Drop your arms, find your mountain, settle your breath. And then step your right foot back for warrior one. Square your hips, bend into your knees so you're here, hands are low or high, shoulders are down. Make sure you're not popping the ribs forward, but you're dropping the ribs and tucking the tailbone up. And then just take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Inhale, give it a stretch and look up the wall. Stay here, or exhale, fold toward the inside of the front knee, humble warrior. When you're ready to come back up, squeeze the belly, press into both feet to stand up. Arms high, go ahead, straighten the leg. Hands come around, touch the thigh and slide down the leg. Pull back on the left hip, forward on the right. Hands can stay on the leg, go alongside the foot. If you're more open and you need a bigger stretch, you can turn your hands and walk them towards the back foot. And if you moved your hands, walk the thumbs back up below the knee, push the shin away. Now squeeze your belly, hands to the waist to stand up, arms high, and right arm forward, left arm back. Scissor your inner thighs, maybe look to the left. Arms back up, bend your knee, hands to the mat. You can go down dog or rag dog. You can rest or flow. Nice. If you went to down dog, make your way back to rag dog. On an inhale, find Ardha Uttanasana. On an exhale, fold. On an inhale, come all the way up. Once you're at the top, stretch it out. Drop your tailbone only if it feels good. Add a little back bend. And then come up tall, hands down, and step the left foot back. Warrior one on the other side. Square your hips, get your back nice and engaged, hands at the heart or up. Find your breath. And now take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, inhale, give it a stretch, look up the wall, stay there, or exhale, bow forward, humble warrior. And then squeeze your belly tight, press into both feet to stand, arms back high. And slide. Pyramid pose. Find what works good for your arms on this side. And then walk your thumbs up below your knee, push the shin away. Hands to the waist to stand up. Arms high. Left arm forward, right arm back. And then arms up, bend into your knee, hands to the mat. And let's all go to down dog or child's pose. Rest or flow, cat cow if you want something in between. Honor your body. Nice. Take 3 more resting breaths and down dog or child's pose. That's 1, 2, and 3. All right, either from hands and knees or down dog, let the left leg lift. So if you want less, the knee stays down. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, send it high. Exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, squeeze. Last time, extend. And now step the foot to the top. And come all the way up for high lunge. Take the back foot, turn it to the side, open out, find warrior 2. Slow the breath. Get the front toes perpendicular with the top of the mat. So check out your front toes. Make sure, because if you twist the toes, then you're twisting the ankle and you're twisting the knee. So look at your front toes. Walk your toes more to the left. Carol. Trying not to name names. All right, flip the hand and stretch it back, reverse your triangle. And now just keep your legs straight, arms parallel, and find your triangle. Left arm out and then down, right arm up unless it hurts the shoulder. Try to make the left side just as long as the right. So we're reaching the left hand down, Sarah. Switch sides. Yep. Scoop the tailbone down and lift the belly in towards your spine. Anyone wants more heat here, you can take the right arm alongside the ear, facing forward, squeeze the belly, and then let the left arm meet it and find some core action here. Woo, woo, you guys. Go ahead, open it up and then stretch it back. That was hard. Now drop your left arm. Turn your left toes in. If they're pretty wide, walk them in a little. Fold forward and find your wide leg forward fold. So work in the crown of the head down. And then push the floor away. And put your right hand under your face. Push the floor away, reach the left arm high, twist it open. Maybe you want to wrap it around. Maybe you don't. And then drop the right hand. We're just turning the left toes to the front. We're walking our hands to the front of the mat. We're gonna end up with both hands on the inside of the left foot. Pop that heel up so you can lower that back knee down and end up in lizard lunge. Nice. So stay where you are, or you can walk the toes a little more to the left. Take your left hand, push the left knee away, and look over the left shoulder. And then drop the hand down and take it back to hands and knees or down dog, cat cow, or flow, or rest in child's pose, your thing, do what you want. Nice. Beautiful. All right, so other side, either hands and knees or down dog. And let the right leg lift. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Last time, extend. And now step it all the way up. And come up for high lunge. Take a moment, find your balance. Now drop the back heel down, open your arms up into warrior two. Check out those front toes, get the toes perpendicular so you're not twisting the ankle. So big toes around 12 o'clock, depending on what your big toe looks like, right? Could be different, but we don't want to twist the ankle or the knee. Now flip the right hand and stretch it back, reverse your triangle, and breathe up the right side body. Now keep your legs straight, arms parallel. Right arm stretches out before the hand goes down, and you end up in Trikonasana triangle pose. And breathe. And stay where you are, or take that left arm forward. You have to squeeze the belly a lot if you're going to reach the right arm forward. And then let your arms open up and stretch it all the way back again. Drop your right arm. Turn your right toes in, fold forward, and touch the floor. Stay here. If you want to stretch the shoulders, you can always do C position, interlacing the hands at the back and stretching them towards the floor behind your head. If you prefer reaching out for the feet or toes, that's D position. Wherever your hands went, let's all bring them back to the floor and push the floor away. Now put the left hand under your face and reach the right arm high. Keep it up or flip the thumb, wrap it around. And then switch and left arm high or wrap it around. And then left hand down. And we're turning our right toes forward, walking our hands to the front of the mat. As the toes go forward, the back heel pops up, and then we lower that back knee down. Toes can walk over towards the right side of your mat. Stay here or take your right hand, push the right knee away. And then bring your hand down and take it back to down dog or child's pose, cat cow, vinyasa, whatever you like. Nice. Beautiful. Let's all meet at hands and knees and just do 2 cat-cow tilts. Inhale, look up. Exhale, arch. And then return to your flat back and come onto your elbows, setting up for your dolphin. Interlace your fingers, tuck your toes, scoop your belly. You can stay here or hips high, dolphin, like down dog on the elbows. If you want to skip it, you're always welcome to go to child's pose. Maybe you want to shift forward and hold an elbow plank. Maybe you want to inhale hips high, exhale hips low. Nice, everybody. 4 more minutes. All right, let's all come onto our knees and walk our elbows back to child's pose. So you can stay in child's pose or pop your hips up. We're just gonna take that left arm, thread it under, and just stretch out the left shoulder. It's either here or here. And then switch sides. And then either from hands and knees or down dog, walk your way to rag dog. On an inhale, push your shins away. On an exhale, fold. On an inhale, come all the way up, stretch it out, drop your tailbone. If you like the back bend, take it. And then come up tall and hands to your heart. Drop your arms, find your mountain, settle your breath. And then just take your left foot, step forward. We're flying into warrior 3. So make sure your ankle is under your hip. We're hinging back to standing and we're taking our hands to our waist and bringing our right leg up. Now don't lean back as you extend and point, squeeze it a lot. And then lower the leg. Give it a little shake. And then find your mountain. Take your right foot, step forward and fly into warrior 3. We're hinging back. We're going to try to bring it all the way up, hands to the waist. Don't lean back as you extend, point, squeeze it a lot. And then lower. And give it a little shake. So find your mountain again, bring your right thigh up. And then take your left hand over, grab on the outside of the knee, right arm back. Some of you are staying here. Some of you are going to slide that left hand down towards the left foot. Nice. The leg went out, come back to the knee, come to center, and then let it go again. You can extend it and point it again, or you can just skip it all, and we'll all meet in mountain. And then right foot stays down, left thigh up. Create that 90-degree angle. Use all your muscles. And then take your right arm over, grab behind the knee, left arm back. Stay there or slide down the calf and grab the foot. We're bringing it back to the front, hands to the waist. Don't because you extend point if you want, and then lower and shake. Find yourself a mountain. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold forward. Stay here. So everybody looks like they're touching the floor. All right. We're just gonna lift our right leg up. You can take the weight out of the hands into the fingers. Let the right leg go as high as it wants to go. So it might be a standing L, it might be a standing split. If you want a quad stretch here, you might bend that knee that's up there, take the left hand and grab the top of the foot behind you. There you go. Yep, that's it. Look at that. All right, now release it and switch. So left leg as high as feels good. So just take some breaths here, just with an extended leg, either in an L position or a standing splits position. And then you can stay right where you are or just bend that knee so it goes towards the right glute, and then reach your right hand up and reach for the top of the foot. Nice, everybody. So it's a good way to get a quad stretch. I like it in a way different than King Dancer. Now release the foot, pinky toes near the edges of your mat. Your choice of a squat. It can be high or sink it on down into Malasana. Take as much time as you'd like here. Those of you who are super comfortable here, there's a good twist. Take your right hand across, grab the calf or ankle. You can push the knee away or reach the left arm up. Nice. And then just switch sides. So you're just grabbing the opposite ankle and you're just letting that other hand go up or push the knee away. Nice. Bring it back to center. If we have any crows in the house, go for it. Otherwise, make your way back to down dog or child's pose. Rest or flow. Looks good. Use the core. One toe at a time. Your weight looks a little forward. There you go. Good job. That was your last flow if you wanted it. And then we'll all meet at hands and knees. Move through 2 cat-cow tilts. And then return to your flat back and come onto your bottom, to the front. And then bend your knees. Take hold behind your thighs, lift your heart, shoulders back and down. Lean back to feel the belly engaged. Up for your Navasana. It might look like this. Bring both shins up. It might reach the arms. If you need more, you might extend the legs. Nice. Go to your thighs, drop your heels, and fold forward. We're going to do that one more time. You can skip it if you want. Go ahead, sit up and set it up. Find your boat, whatever it looks like this time. If you're here and you're like, that was way too easy, you can drop it into a low boat and then bring it back up to a high boat. Nice job. All right, hold on, drop your heels and rest. And then sit up, keep your left leg out, bring the right leg in. Keep it or cross it. This leg can stay straight or you can bend it back, your choice. Hug the knee with the left, look to the right. Maybe you want to add the Ardha Matsyendrasana. And then wait for an exhale, unwind all the way around to the other side. And then come to center and switch. Put right leg out. Left foot stays up or crosses over. Leg stays straight or bend it back. Hug the knee with the right arm, look to the left. Find your toes and breathe. And then wait for an exhale, unwind to the other side, look around. And come back to center. And take your left leg back out and let your knee fall open. Sit up nice and tall. Right hand on your thigh, belly button over the left. Stay here or inhale high. Exhale, fold. And then look at your toes, squeeze your belly, lock your thumbs, come up and drop it down. Put the right hand 6 or 8 inches behind the hip, push up onto the shin and reach that left arm to the back of your mat. Push your hips to the side. And then sit back down and switch. Left hand on the knee, belly button up the right thigh. Inhale high, exhale fold. And then look at your toes, squeeze your belly, lock your thumbs, come up, drop your arms, left hand behind the left hip, push up onto the shin, stretch the right hand to the back of the mat and push your hips to the side. And then sit back down, both legs in front. Find Dandasana, drop your chin. And then inhale high, exhale fold. And look at your toes, squeeze your belly, lock your thumbs, come up, drop your arms and come on to your back. Hug it in and rock it out. And then plant your feet. And we'll do 2 back bends, or you can do a flowing bridge, or you can just rest if you want to skip back bends. If you want to work some core, you can do some air chair instead. We'll get a little bit of core in just before we finish. All right, inhale, push into your hands and feet, tilt your pelvis and lift your hips for bridge. And then lower down. Windshield wiper the legs and rest with your knees or your feet together. And then when you're ready, second and final back bend, knees up, hands down, inhale, roll it up. Breath is in the throat. You can always make it a full back bend if you like. And then wait for an exhale, slowly lower down and gently bring your knees up and rock out your back. And then take your legs straight up in the air, bend your knees until your toes drop out of sight. Take your hands, push your knees away just above the knees and push them back into your hands, low back, push it into the floor and breathe. Drop your toes more, Tracy, right there. Push the low back into the floor. If you don't end up shaking, something's not working right. And then hug it in, rock it out. Plant your feet, take your hands behind your head, lift your head and shoulders off the mat. We're just going to pulse the upper body for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. And then just hug your knees in and rock it out. Let both knees fall to the left, look to the right. And then bring it up and take it to the other side. And then bring it up, rock it out, stay here or bottoms of the feet together, knees press away. Stay there or both feet high, any movement that feels good. And then feet together, knees together. If it feels good, hug yourself up into a tight little ball. And then wait for an exhale and stretch it out in all directions. Any last movements you need to be completely relaxed. And then find Shavasana. Just imagine a beautiful golden light enters the body, the crown of the head, pours through, bringing warmth and relaxation to the scalp, down through all the features of your face. Make sure you're not clenching your jaw. The neck and shoulders are relaxed. The arms, hands, and fingers. The chest, your heart and lungs. The abdomen, with all your internal organs. The upper, middle, and lower back are relaxed. the hips, the pelvis, the buttocks, the thighs, the knees, the calves and shins, the ankles, the feet, and out the toes. The body is completely relaxed. This state of peace is your true nature. Take a few moments just to be. See what is. Holding on to beliefs limits our experience of life. That doesn't mean that beliefs or opinions or ideas are a problem. It's the stubborn attitude of having to have things be a particular way, grasping on to our beliefs and opinions that cause the problems. Using your belief system this way creates a situation in which you choose to be blind instead of being able to see, deaf instead of being able to hear, dead rather than alive, and asleep rather than awake. As people who want to live a good, full, unrestricted, adventurous, real kind of life, there is concrete instructions we can follow, and that is see what is. You catch yourself grasping at beliefs or thoughts, just see what is. Without calling your belief right or wrong, acknowledge it. See it clearly without judgment and let it go. Come back to the present moment. From now until our last moments, we can do this. See what is. So bring the awareness back to your breath. Deepen your breath. Let it fill your body. And bring your small movements, the fingers and toes, hands and feet, arms and legs, until you're ready for a big stretch. And if it feels good, hug your knees up one last time. And then gently take some time on your right side if you like that. And in your own time, in your own way, when you're ready, make your way up to your comfortable seat. And we'll close our practice. Find your breath. Remember your peace. And share your light. Hands to the heart. Bow in. Give gratitude. And look for the joy. Namaste. Thank you all for sharing your practice and your presence. Thank you for being here. Have a great evening. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Hope see you Saturday.
All right, see you then.
Good luck with
All
everything.
right. All right.
Bye.
I hope everything. See ya. Have a good night.